Do you know anyone who's a father to strangers? How about 1,000 strangers? This is Sir Digvijay Singh Ji Ranjit Singh Ji Jadeja of Navanagar, Maharaja Jam Sahab as he was popularly known. He stood for tradition while yet embracing progress, a bit of a rarity in colonial India. A leader who wanted the residents of his state to live happily. On the other side of the world, residents of another country were facing a completely different set of circumstances. In 1940, Poland had recently fallen to Russian rule, and nearly 1 million of its citizens were sent into forced exile via this nightmarish weeks-long journey to the outer fringes of Russia. Forced upon arriving into barracks where the living conditions were deplorable. Those who hadn't perished making this arduous journey would not withstand the squalid nature of their existence. Within the year of their relocation, nearly half of the Poles would have to be buried. In what was a mighty mercy, Russia was forced into announcing amnesty within the year, though this too turned out to be a trying circumstance for the Poles. They found themselves abandoned in this inhospitable foreign land, stranded with nowhere to go. Amongst the survivors were about 1,000 children, nearly all orphaned and destitute. Heartlessly, every nation that had been contacted for their rehabilitation refused. As soon as he heard about the predicament of these children, Jam Sahab immediately offered unconditional refuge. For how many of them, he was asked. But of course, each and every child there is. Jam Sahab constructed the Balachedi settlement through his personal fortune and built it not as a camp for refugees, but as a home by the sea, where he ensured that these children slowly learned to smile and to laugh once again. He provided them with medical care, clothing, food, and education. But greater than that, he provided them with warmth, with dignity. He gave them back their childhood. In what was a telling display of his grace, Jam Sahab ensured that Polish tradition was implemented at every step within the camp. The schools followed a Polish education curriculum. The children conversed with one another in Polish, and the kitchen, it catered popular dishes from back home. The children would even unveil and salute the flag of their country while singing their national anthem daily. In a matter of 3 years, however, a new government had been established in Poland, and the provisions of international law directed that the now fully settled in children of Navanagar be repatriated to their homeland. The children protested, refusing to leave. The Maharaja too was heartbroken, but he had to abide by the rules. He bid them goodbye. Smiling through their tears of joy were now confident boys and girls, waving as they left their beloved Navanagar. Children who had been cast aside, victims of the world's indifference. When all borders were closed, he opened his heart. He appeared during the darkest chapter of their lives as a light that brightened their days, their minds, and their lives. And his actions are what made him, in the truest form of the word, a king.